Well, here's take 2 of my PA5 submission video. I recorded another video, but I forgot to plug in my microphone because I am awesome like that. Alright, so here is my model converter. Really the main thing you need to know about it is that you actually have to set the animation number in this define up here. It does not take it as an argument. You need to actually just go through and change this to 0 or 1, depending which one you do. Then you also define the number of bones. I didn't really think setting the animation number was that big of a deal, just because you had to go in here and do this anyways to make it work. So here I have my Teddy FBX. If I go and do model converter, actually, I think I'm going to rebuild this, just in case. Yeah, okay. So model converter exe, Teddy, and then I'll just do an output 45.txt because why not? And then it spits out 3 files. One, the output file, as expected. Then an anim file, .anm file, and then a .bns file. Animation, and then the bones file. So just to kind of walk you through this and show you, I still create all this text because just more or less for verification purposes. But really it's the anim and the .bns file that you need. Inside of my engine, in the resource folder, inside models, this is where they go. Right now I have the humanoid anim. This is actually the humanoid punch. Humanoid bones, humanoid walk, Teddy bones, Teddy idle, Teddy walk. I just renamed these. You can see that this Teddy animation is the walk. It has the same size as that walk. I'm just going to use this one because it's already named. Alright, in my engine, just a quick kind of walkthrough of how loading things in. I am using load in place. That's not one. So I'm using load in place. I'm using 2 null graphics objects here, though. I take the first 2 nodes and put them as null. Just because both these models, the first 2 didn't actually do anything. There was no real visual output or effect of them. Plus, really, in the long run, if I was using this for an actual animation, I wouldn't be rendering any bones, actually, so I didn't think it was ever that big of a deal. Then I take the rest of the bones and just pump them into memory, memcopy, then pump them into the structs as expected. All right, same thing with the animation clip, add animation clip, add clip. So actually I'll take a moment to explain this now. I did not think far enough ahead and set up my animation controller as a singleton. I didn't really plan for what it's supposed to be. I architected it wrong. It would take too much time to go through and really kind of re-architect it, so I ran out of time for that. So right now it's a singleton, so I can only have 1 skeleton in here, but I can have multiple clips. So I have clips here. I add the clip in through here by name, load the animation. For the clip, again, same thing. Eat, load in place, pump to destruct, and then yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. Yeah, the animation controller does own the skeleton, and it does own a pointer to the head clip and current clip. There's only 2 clips, so I really want to switch between the 2. I have the ability to swap clips and also set current clip. I can set a clip by name. Right now, I only have to swap clips. I think I only have to swap clips in there at the moment. But yeah, so let's go ahead and show this in action. Yep. So let's do Teddy first. Here is my teddy bear. I kind of like the angle. It looks like, badass walking around. So the animation does loop, continues going through. If I crap, let's go ahead and just restart that. Actually, let's change the bone size just because he looks a little ridiculous. There we go. So we see our teddy bear walking. There we go. And then if I press P, it switches the animation. And I switch this to the idle. I have a counter set up. It's just a hard counter to prevent the spamming of the switching. It has to run 30 frames, so that's why you can't spam it. But both of them do loop. They play the full length of the animation and then loop through, just by being different lengths. And then if I go to the humanoid and go back to my skeleton and reset the bone width, I'll leave it at 18 for the submission. I have my humanoid running across the screen. If you press 2 on your keyboard, it swaps to a different camera, which lets you see kind of like a Baywatch kind of run. But if you press P again, it will swap the animation. So it is playing the punch animation right now. Due to the default texture that I have installed, the pink with a checkerboard, it has that weird artifact, and that's just because of the texture being shrunk, not properly handled to be that small, but that's why it's there. And there we go. So that's playing the whole time, and then swap back to the run. Because the way I architected my animation controller, I can't have two skeletons on at the same time without doing some hard-coding hacky stuff. And even then, if I had gotten to that point, I ran out of time. I didn't have time to really get there. So, all right, that is my my final submission. Thank you.